Welcome to everybody this morning to Timeout. My name is Jack Vint, and as it says this morning, Timeout means time out. We're on the 7th day of our lockdown in South Africa, and I was thinking, what are you doing this morning, and what have you done the last 6 days with your timeout? Hopefully you've used it to catch up with certain things and to reinvent certain things and to discover certain things. And I just want to say thank you for those who have shared and for those who have left comments. We appreciate that. If you've been able to share this video with somebody that you want to encourage or inspire, thank you very much. It is our desire to all our videos to really be inspirational and encouraging to people. So we really appreciate, and I really appreciate you sharing. And above all, I want to say thank you for all those people that take time to watch our videos and to really just enjoy them. Thank you very much. As this is our 7th day in lockdown, I thought I was going to just say to you, when I started 7 days ago as an individual in my own home, I had a list of things I wanted to do during 21 days. And I found myself trying to do most of these things the first day. That's just the personality that I am. And maybe you're a lot like me, and so you can nod your head today and say, oh, that sounds like me. Or maybe it's not. But I was thinking about the time when you go on holiday and you haven't been to the sea or the coast because you stay far away from there, and you have missed the beach and the waves. And then you go on holiday. And when you get there, you're so excited. You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you go for a swim, and then you go for an ice cream because, you haven't had an ice cream for a long time. And then you go watch a movie because you've always wanted to see a movie and you haven't had the time. And you come back and you walk on the beach, and then you go for another swim in case they close the beach, and you have another ice cream. And then the next morning you wake up and you discover, I still got 9 days left. And I try to do everything the first day. That sounds a lot like how I feel sometimes. These programs on TV that say, I'll come into your house and just unclutter your garage and tidy everything up. I think if that had to happen to me, and I walked into my garage after it, I would feel that I'm robbed. I wouldn't be able to find any of my tools, because sometimes I like a little bit of clutter. It helps me to think straight. Now, I can hear a lot of men getting upset now as I speak, so I'm going to move away from this subject, because I also hear a lot of ladies acknowledging by shaking their heads. So I was reminded, because of this lockdown, of the 6 days of creation in Genesis, where God was very creative, and the Bible says in 7 days, or 6 days rather, he created the earth and all the things in the earth. And although the days may have been different to our days, our 24 hours, the Bible does call them days. And God created the sky and the heavens and the moon and the stars and the animals, and he created the plants and all the things. And then he created us, the Bible says, you and I, in his own image and likeness. Wow. And then after he was finished with creation, being very creative, the Bible says an interesting thing. It says he rested. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that God was tired in any way, because if you read who he is and what he's done, why would God get tired in all the things that he enjoyed doing? But it wasn't because he was tired that he rested. I believe he rested because he was finished. He had done all the things he had set out, and so he rested because he was finished. And then he looked back and he said that it was good, very good. The second thing I realized why God rested, that was the first one, is I think God rested for my sake. Because he knew that if I didn't learn as a person who he created in his image, who is also creative, that can also do things, and I don't rest after a certain period of time, I become tired and stressed out and anxious, and I can even become depressed, and I can become emotionally worn out and physically worn out. So God was setting a precedent for us as people, his people, to rest. And so this is a time I believe God's given us, whether we like it or not, whether we were ready or not, to rest. So, what are 3 things that you can maybe do during this time of rest? I would like to suggest some, if I may. One of the things I'd like to suggest is, we often think about the things we haven't done as people. Let's think about the things we have done. And let's celebrate those things. Let's think back on those things. Maybe it's something we've achieved. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's about our children. Maybe it's about our spouses. Maybe it's about our business. Maybe it's about our dreams. Let's think of something we were able to do and then celebrate that thing or those people at this time. The second one would be, let's celebrate this time as a time that is new. In other words, it's never been here before. Let's get out of the routine that we're always in, because our patterns are formed by our routine because of certain things we have to do. Now we don't have to do them. Let's get up a little bit later. Let's maybe sleep in a bit. Let's maybe get up earlier if that's not what you do. Let's write a poem. Let's write a book. Let's write a song. Let's learn to play the piano. Let's try a hobby. Let's build something. Whatever. Let's use this time to be creative and challenge ourselves in what we could do as people. And then lastly, I want to encourage you to think about 2 or 3 or 4 people that have really inspired you in your life. Maybe it's recent, maybe it's a year ago, maybe it's a long time ago, and just to remember those people in your thoughts and to celebrate them. And maybe those people, if they're still alive, send them a note, send them a WhatsApp, send them some correspondence, just to say you're thinking about them and that you appreciate what they've done in your life. And if those people aren't alive anymore, write a note with their name on it and say what you would have said if they were alive, and then put it in your cupboard as a reminder that those people are indeed or have been in your life, and celebrate them. I want to encourage you to rest in this time out and to remember God really, really loves you. God bless you, and thank you for watching.